wanted to show you this. This is a really cool trick. This is called elbowing in. It's a way to take a cutting off of a tree. Now this one is a fig tree, and if you know where there's any fig trees, they often grow in creeks and they spread around wild like this one is done. But I knew that it was here, so I wanted to bring you here to show you how this happens. Or if you have something in your yard, a tree like a fig that you know can root out of its branches, which a lot of them can if you make contact with the soil almost, you know. Well, every fruit tree that I grow in my yard can. Every variety you can take a cutting from and root it. This is a way to do a cutting, to prepare a cutting before you take it and have it have roots. So it's still attached to the tree, so it's still getting life. And you would take it. A lot of plants do this on their own, like this one is done. I'll show you. This is the perfect time of year to show you. And you can use a little ground staple, you know, rocks. Ground staples are the best, but however you do it, you pin it down. Make sure that just that little elbow gets covered up a little bit, or at least has the base in contact with the ground, and it'll actually start to root out of there. Now, they do that naturally, especially the ficus, the fig. So this one is spread out, it's grown out of its big self, hit the ground. See, this is just a branch, we followed it in, and this laid here for so long that it rooted in. Now, I'm just gonna barely pull on that. We can't get it up. Ficus have the longest roots in the tree family. But say, same thing here. You see the branch comes down, wherever it hit the ground it's rooted in. So you can cut this back here after it gets rooted in, take your ground staple off and bring this part home, and you have your little fig tree. It's a great way to exchange cuttings and to get a bunch of cuttings ready. We'll go ahead and pack this back down in here. It'll be just fine. And totally not necessary to the mother plant either. It's just doing it on its own. That way if the main fig ever dies, it's made all of these around it, not to mention throwing all of its fruit out. But yeah, that's the elbowing in technique. You're just elbowing one of your branches into the dirt and letting it root, or going out and looking for species that have gone wild. And the cool part about that is that oftentimes they're going to be heirlooms, and they can be, you know, right now we are downstream of one of my county's oldest historic mills that nobody even knows was there. I think it was the oldest. So this probably broke loose, you know, and went down the water stream, and now there's 100 of these fig trees up and down this creek. And people fly by and don't pay much attention, but it is a detail to notice. And so you can come down and take a little cutting one of these little branches off, and it won't hurt anything, and then you've obtained, you know, an heirloom variety. You won't be able to tell what it is without an expert, and maybe not even then, you know. But yeah, great way to find varietals, great way to trade varietals, and great way to prepare them in your own yard and in your own area. Elbowing in. Okay, that's it. See you next time.